We are finally nearing the end of the 2020-2021 school year. The countdown has been raging for realsies in my classroom. I feel like a lot of secondary teachers, especially like, see things like a Cricut cutting machine or like a laminator or whatever, and they think to themselves, like, how could I even use that? Like, I don't have a cutesy classroom. I teach the big kids. Now that I've done this project, I'm like, oh, this is how. And I have so many more ideas. Thank you again to Cricut for collaborating with me on this video. Fingers crossed, guys. Okay, let's go. Youth sports. Yeah, youth sports. Yeah, go sports. Yay. Okay. Good morning. Welcome back to the Caffeinated Classroom. If this is your first time here, my name is Marie. I'm a high school English teacher in San Diego, California. And we're gonna do a little weekend vlog. It is Saturday and the countdown, let's be honest with ourselves, the countdown to the end of this school year began in like September of 2020. But that's okay. We are finally nearing the end of the 2020-2021 school year. The countdown has been raging for realsies in my classroom. And this weekend, I have a little bit of work to do, but it's like, I saved some of the fun work that I like to do for the weekend. I am so excited for a project I'm gonna be working on. I partnered with Cricut for this video, and it's a project I've always wanted to do for my classroom. If you missed a video that I did, last month, I'm starting to redo my classroom. Not completely, not a total overhaul of like classroom decor and everything, but I'm ready for a refresh. There are some things that I've pulled into my curriculum that need to be like realized up on the walls. And so partnering with Cricut has helped me bring that vision to life. I'm really excited. And I need to go into my classroom today to work on some things because we've had construction going on campus, and there were people painting my door. Like, not ideal times to be doing like a creative, crafty project that ties into curriculum. Like, I needed to have my wits about me when I was putting it all together. So we're going to go. You guys are gonna come with me later today. But first, this morning, I have a call with my members from the English Teacher Lab. If you're interested in the English Teacher Lab, take a look in the description box down below. We get together like twice a month over Zoom, and we talk about teaching English, like all sorts of things. We brainstorm, we troubleshoot, we do, it's fantastic. It's my favorite way to start a day. Well, maybe not my absolute favorite way to start a day, but it's really up there, is doing the fun parts of my job. And a lot of that is collaborating with other teachers. Then we've got like Sports Mom City USA today. Like, I'm taking my kids to multiple sports, multiple sporting competitions. My 7-year-old plays lacrosse, and then my kids take soccer classes. So we've got a lot going on today. And then depending on the state of my children will like determine what the rest of the day looks like. But I think we're probably gonna get some takeout and go have a picnic in my classroom. And I'm gonna do my awesome project, and you guys get to come along for the ride. So I need to get ready for my call right now, and I will check in with you in a little bit. Great. There were 5 of us just chit-chatting about end of year activities to keep kids engaged, yada, yada, yada. And then I dumped a bunch of resources that we talked about into our little like member dashboard for English Teacher Lab. And it's just like such a great way to start a weekend. Even though you'd think like, get to the weekend, I don't want to talk about work anymore. Like, there are certain parts of work I don't want to talk about, I don't want to think about. There are some weeks that I'm like, I'm good. I need to not think about teaching until Monday. But like, honestly, those are few and far between because I love it so much, right? And I know there are a lot of you out there like me who like, you genuinely, there are parts of this job that like really light me up and like fill my bucket, so to speak. So working with other teachers is one of those things. I am now off to youth sports mom life, and it is getting real warm here on this Saturday in San Diego, so I'm gonna need to go change it up a little bit. I'm excited to see my kids play because they have fun just doing, well, we'll see if my 4-year-old is going to have fun playing soccer. She keeps telling me, I don't like soccer. And I'm like, no, you just don't like the structure. You just want to run. And then my son has a couple of lacrosse games. I'm mostly just excited to go and play with my Cricut machine. Like, I really want to make this project. And yeah, so I'm really hoping I can make this happen today and take the kids to the classroom with me, because I'm pretty excited about it. I set the whole thing up yesterday in my classroom in between meetings, because we have asynchronous days on Fridays, but I like didn't get to really, and I did a couple like test runs of what I'm creating for my classroom, but I didn't get to like sit and play, and I like really want to sit and play. So fingers crossed, guys. Okay, let's go. Youth sports. Yeah, youth sports. Yay, go sports. Yay. Oh, hey friends. Surprise, surprise. It is actually now Sunday. Even though I'm wearing the exact same thing, the exact same sweater I was wearing yesterday when I was talking to you on here. My kids' sports just kind of like took over the rest of the day, and we were all pretty much toast by the end. And I went, you know what? I'm just gonna go into my classroom by myself and work on my little project tomorrow. So here I am in a very messy classroom. I'm not sure how much you can really see of it, but there's all kinds of stuff everywhere, and I'm just kind of fine with it because I only have like 10 kids in the room at the same time at, you know, at any given time this year, so it's fine. But I am here and I'm ready to start working on my fun project, and I'm gonna show you what it is, what the idea is, and then I'm just gonna get going. And I'm really excited because I was waiting on some frames. Why don't I just tell you what I'm doing, and then you'll be able to see what I'm actually talking about. Okay, so first off, here she is. Here's the beauty, the Cricut Explore Air 2. So I have definitely been like, okay, I want a Cricut, like these things are so cool. And I just for the longest time was like, I don't know, do I need the little one? Do I need a bigger one? This is it. If you've been on the fence, this is it. It's so easy to use, you guys. Like, it's stupid easy. And it's not that I'm not good with tech stuff, I am, but like, it's just so simple, and like, it just is so automatic, and it connected to my computer, and it was great. So, okay. You can see here, these are some mock-ups of my idea. We'll come back to these guys in a minute. The idea, and if you remember, if you've seen some of my like past videos in this classroom, this wall has been a few different things. And for this next year, it's going to be like a gallery wall. The idea is that I wanted to take like all of the choice novels that we read, because I've got quite a growing diverse list of novels, and represent them as like a family gallery wall. So I think for today, I'm just gonna go on this side. It's the read side, right? And we're going to be creating some silhouettes, which is what you saw over there, like cameos. That are of characters with some sort of a symbol from their novel, and then I'm going to be working on something having to do with a quote. There's a lot of moving pieces, but this is at least the first part that I can do right now that is nice and simple, and will just be a nice change even for this year, and then I'll probably work on the rest of it a little bit later on in this school year. So coffee's coming down. I think I counted like 16 or 17 that I'm taking from the different grade levels. And I have frames that are 5x7 frames, and I'm gonna just put them all over here. And it's gonna look like our little family. Like we all went to Disneyland and got that like paper cutting thing done. So, okay, back to these. I'm laughing because they look like those x-rays, like when a kid swallows a Lego and you like see the Lego. Really, it looks like Rashad from All American Boys swallowed a basketball, and he most definitely did not. So I changed a little bit of the graphics that I created, and I created the graphics in Canva. It's super simple, but I'm not doing like a tutorial. I'm just kind of showing you the idea. Here's Katniss. She did not swallow an arrow. So I refigured these graphics a little bit, and then I'm going to be using the Cricut to actually cut them out of black cardstock. And I just really like the cleanness of the lines. Like, I'm super excited. It's gonna turn out not bubblegum pink, but it's gonna look really cool. So I'm gonna get started on that. I need to grab my computer, get that all going. It's gonna cut out really fast, and then we'll get the family up on the wall, and I'm pretty excited about it. So just as I was talking about how easy it is to use, and the machine is super easy to use, gotta pay attention. You gotta pay attention to what you're doing. You cannot sit and start answering parent emails if you are not totally paying at least partial attention to what's going on. Like what I did, and everything's fine. I just like, I didn't feed it through there's like the sticky mat that comes with it. And there's like different grips of the mats. But so like for this cardstock, I just needed like the light grip sticky mat. And this is not the fault of the machine. It was completely user error. I just didn't pay attention to how far the machine, like it went into the machine. So like I had to, this is you can't really see it, but it's a silhouette of one of the characters from Nickel Boys. And so he's got encyclopedias in his head because that was like a big symbol in Nickel Boys. And as you can see at the bottom, like there's a little like teeth taken out of it because the mat didn't feed into the machine because I didn't feed it into the machine. Moral of the story is pay attention. So what I'm gonna do now is I have frames, like I said, I'm gonna start taking the silhouette or the cameos as they come out and putting them into the frames. I'll kind of get all of that like situated. I think for now I'm just gonna use like push pins to put them up on the wall back here. I do have a couple more ideas for like where this project can go, but I'm just excited for my students who like the end of this coming week are gonna be starting choice novels for the last time, like the last thing for this year. They're gonna see some of the characters that they've already connected with, and then they're gonna see ones that they're about to start reading and like, this is exactly what I want it to be. And a couple of them kind of caught me designing some of these while they were doing some work the other day. So they already have an idea. Like, it's so cute to see how excited they are about the decor that's going up in their classroom that they've been in for like a month, you know? But it's like, it's cute. It's why we're doing this, and it's still got some curriculum base to it, and it gives them a point of connection in the classroom. So I'm gonna stop talking and I'm gonna start working. So as you can see, I'm quite pleased with myself. I love the way that this turned out. I'm gonna flip it around so that you guys can see it all and I can like really explain to you where this whole idea came from. And then we're gonna talk about how much I like this Cricut machine because I waited too long to get one. It's pretty awesome. So I have here, I'm hoping that the camera's picking it up. My quote says, "Reading is an exercise in empathy." And I think what I'm gonna do eventually is back that up with a white background of some sort. I was gonna put, I don't know. I was thinking about laminating it, but then sometimes when I laminate things, my fluorescence up above, sorry about that, get too much of a glare and you can't read what it says, but it's kind of perfect with the frames. So these are all like profile figure silhouettes of characters from choice novels that I do in the classes that I teach. So like obviously that one's pretty obvious. That's Katniss Everdeen, and up there you've got Tierney from the Gracier, and so these are also symbols, and that's the character whose name I can't remember from A Heart and a Body and a World. That is one of the kids. It's Aristotle from Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. And so once you start to see it, you're like, oh, I'm seeing it a little bit more. There's Darius from Darius the Great is Not Okay. Yeah, there's Justice from Dear Martin. I'm pretty pumped about the way that this turned out. I know I just said it before. But what I love too is that I've like left myself room to add more characters as we add more novels to our different choice novelists. I'm not excited about the mess that I've left for myself. And yes, I'm completely going to leave this until I get into my classroom tomorrow because my prep is first. Because I just can't handle it. But I love it. I feel like a lot of secondary teachers, especially like, see things like a Cricut cutting machine or like a laminator or whatever, and they think to themselves, like, how could I even use that? Like, I don't have a cutesy classroom. I teach the big kids, whatever. Well, okay, a laminator. I've always seen the use in a laminator, but I kind of had this, I like a similar thing. Now that I've done this project, I'm like, oh, this is how. And I have so many more ideas. I have so many more ideas. I could use fabric and create like college pennants for characters or for like actual colleges. Like I went to San Diego State, like I could do that. I kind of want to take some vinyl, like iron on and do like a mask because we still have time left in the year, and I guarantee you we're gonna have masks to some degree next year. So like I could make cute school spirited masks. I could do so many, oh my gosh, my brain is like hurting. I could do so many things. You could do like glitter. There's like cool glitter paper and like glitter fabric. Glitter vinyl that I could iron onto things. I really want to start figuring out now. Like I see all these things go on Pinterest and I've always kind of like, I'm like, oh, that's really cute, but like, whatever, I'm never gonna do them. Now I can do them all. And it's like not, the stuff, once you have it, you can just use all the tools. Like it's not that expensive. Sorry, my brain is like, I wanna make mugs. You guys, it's the caffeinated classroom because I like coffee. Let's be honest with ourselves. I want all the mugs. We could have mugs. Oh, this is gonna be amazing. Like you can do so many things. And there's like a heat press too. Cricut was awesome when we like started collaborating on this video. They sent me a bunch of like sample, this is why I thought of glitter. Okay, glitter. I could have a glitter mug. Oh my God, I could have a glitter mug. They sent me a lot of cool stuff. The Cricut, the Explorer Air 2 machine, which I told you was like super easy to use, and like a heat press. So I feel like the masks and maybe even shirts, I am nothing if not a sucker for a theme. So like branding shirts and like personalized stuff is very much up my alley. And I just feel like so many things that are out there that are like specialized for schools, for secondary schools, are so wah that like, I like when things are a little bit tarted up, a little glittery, a little special. It doesn't have to be like, I would love like bows and rainbows and ponies, but like not everybody at like a secondary level would love that. And so you could just do so much with it. Okay, I think I'm done gushing for now. I need to get out of here. I am in my classroom on a Sunday afternoon, but like, I'm not that like mad about it. I'm kind of happy about it because it was a nice little afternoon that I got to have to myself, crafting, listening to podcasts, and talking to my mother, uninterrupted by my own children who are missing me right now, and I miss them. So it's time for me to go. Thank you again to Cricut for collaborating with me on this video, and I see many more. You guys, it even looks good from here. I mean, look at her. Look at it. Oh, I'm so excited to redo this classroom and to like, I have another idea where I can take book pages and like watercolor them green because our library has to get rid of a bunch of water damaged books. So I can take the pages, watercolor them green, obviously let it dry, and then do some of the Cricut, I saw like in their design space, which is their software, a project where you can cut leaves and make plants. And I've been wanting to put greenery in this room, but everything dies in here. Not children, not humans, but like plants die because there's no opening windows and like I'm not paying attention to keep them alive. How freaking cute would that be? So future project coming our way on the Caffeinated Classroom. So excited. It's May. Still 6 weeks left in the year, but I can do this. Yes. Thank you again for watching. I will see you guys next time. Leave a comment down below if you have an idea, if you have a question. I will put like how to get yourself your own Cricut down below, as well as the titles of the books that I have the characters from over on the wall. And if you want to know more about those characters, why those books, it's all in my like choice novel unit framework. So I'll also put a link to check out my membership, the English Teacher Lab, where we talk a lot about choice novel units and my framework for teaching with a choice novel unit. Until we meet again, friends, I will see you next time. Bye.